All right. Good evening, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. It is Sunday Fun Day still tonight. So, yeah, trying to make up for some lost ground. So we're doing a double header tonight. I just saw a video on ancient age, Buffalo Trace. So we'll stick with Buffalo Trace tonight with a little Colonel Taylor. You know what I'm talking about? That's right, Bourbon Quest. Let's do it. Oh shit, I forget. I apologize, Bourbon Quest. I left my infinity bottle over here. Because we got the small batch is a new opening tonight, so we got to open that. Let's refresh the water. Yeah, it's Sunday Fun Day. You're probably watching football anyway. But we've got to dive into some Colonel Taylor. How about that? All right. Let's see. So, you got Colonel Taylor, which is the founder of Bottled and Bond, the 1897 Act that he was a part of. So, 100 proof, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if we can read this. As founding father of modern bourbon industry, Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor Jr. left in, I don't even know what that word is, indelible legacy? I'm not sure. His dedication of distilling began at the close of the Civil War when he purchased OFC Distillery. There he developed innovative techniques that are still in use today. Made by hand and using some of Taylor's original methods, this small batch bourbon whiskey has been aged inside warehouses constructed by him over a century ago. Barrels were routinely evaluated to identify those with the richest and most complex flavors. A small batch of these select barrels was then blended together to deliver a distinctive character that is like no other. It's a true sipping bourbon that honors this uncompromising Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor Jr. So, you got on here a bunch of stuff. It's not accidental, it's fundamental. Pure limestone water, selected grain, model equipment, skilled manufacturing, perfect distillation, splendid cooperage, natural maturation, ideal glassing, comprehensive sanitation. Thousands of visitors will attest. E.H. Taylor Jr., Frankfort, Kentucky, the premier Kentucky whiskey. Alright, so yeah, still says distilled, aged, and bottled by Old Fashioned Copper Distillery, aka Buffalo Trace. You know, it's just fantastic. I mean, it comes in this, nice cardboard container, the small batch. We're gonna crack that one open tonight and pour into the old infinity bottle that we have here. So this will be a fresh cracking. Killed off several of these. This is by the small batch, is the easiest of all these to find, obviously. But one of my favorite daily sippers. Like I said, I've killed about 3 or 4 of these. I have 3 or 4 still left in the bunker. We're cracking one of these bad boys open tonight. You know, it has a nice little, what used to be the tack seal on top of it. Very classy. Alright, America! We got a nice little pour there. And then, of course, I left my damn jigger over here. We're all over the place tonight. Where's you at, jigger? There you go. In the old dishwasher, of course. So, little 2-ounce pour for the old infinity bottle. Yeah. Whoop whoop. There we go. Alright. So, we have to drink some out of that tonight, obviously. Alright, we're all over the place. We're off the rails. So, there's that. We got hydration. See if there's any more. I think it pretty much said it mostly on the decanter, but of course, 100 proof, bottled and bond. That's founding father, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's the same stuff on the back as it was there. But go ahead and let you get a close look at this small batch bottle there. Then next we have the single barrel. Colonel demonstrated perfection. His uncompromised standards for the highest quality. Blah blah blah. Each barrel is then bottled individually, one barrel at a time, for an uncompromised taste. This single barrel bourbon is a tribute to the legendary Colonel E.H. Taylor, a name synonymous with topmost class whiskey. Again, 100 proof. Let you take a look at the single barrel bottle there. And then for whiskey of the year, we have the barrel proof. And this is coming in at 130.3 proof, which I was able to obtain through a lottery through my friend Anastasia. Probably like it says most of the same things, but Edmund Haynes Taylor Jr. was born in Kentucky 1830. After moving to Louisiana with his great uncle Zachariah Taylor as a boy, Edmund eventually returned to Kentucky, where he made his most indelible mark on history as a founding father of modern bourbon industry. Hardy and complex, this uncut, unfiltered whiskey was drawn directly from barrels aged in warehouses constructed by Taylor over a century ago. Hand selected and bottled at over 125 proof, it reflects the way whiskey was produced in the days before Prohibition. With hints of chocolate and molasses, it is smooth yet powerful and uncompromising, just like its namesake, Colonel E.H. Taylor Jr. Woo-wee! Oh yeah. Straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey of topmost class. 130.3 proof, baby. Alright, let you get a good look at that bad boy, because that's freaking delicious. This will be in whiskey of the year. But so we got that one poured. Let's pour the single barrel. And then of course my all-time favorite, the barrel proof. And again, yeah, the beautiful tax strips on these, orange, burgundy, green, classy, 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 for sure. Bourbon Quest. All right, so now this is scientifically proven to be mixed up, but it's Sunday fun day. Let me know what you're doing. Probably watching some football. Maybe enjoying some Sunday dinner with friends or family. Of course, this is Sunday prior to leading up to Thanksgiving. So hopefully y'all have an opportunity to, enjoy this week. And hopefully everybody, I don't understand businesses that don't let people off for Thanksgiving. I mean, I work in the restaurant industry as a bartender, and I'm thankful that we're closed 2 days a week, or 2 days a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, I understand a gas station needs to be open, those people traveling, whatever, but man, y'all know it's Thanksgiving. You don't need to have your J.C. Penney's and Kroger's and Cracker Barrels open on Thanksgiving. Like, cook a meal at home for once. I mean, like I said, I'm in the restaurant business, so I mean, I don't want you doing that all the time. Obviously, I want you to come out and eat dinner out with us, but man, it's nice to be able to give people at least, Thanksgiving and Christmas off. Come on, man. Alright, so we're going to get into these. I mixed them up. I don't know what's what. And let's go in. Alright, so don't pay attention to what glass is behind the bottle because they're mixed up. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. These are all so good. I mean, there's not a bad one of these in my opinion. Just super rich. Caramel, vanilla, and chocolate. Cherry. I mean, you get that little punch of alcohol in the nose, but just complex on the nose with, I mean, your traditional bourbon, you know, nose is there, but they're so deep and rich. This is, the nose is so good on this. Absolutely. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Let's go in for a taste. Yeah, it's like deep, dark chocolate and cherry with vanilla and caramel, creme brulee. Freaking fantastic. It really is. Picked up these new old-fashioned smoked glasses today. I'm drinking my hydration out of. Alright. A lot of fruit coming through too, along with chocolate and vanilla and caramel. But like cherry and blackberry. So good. I mean, it's good viscosity, good mouthfeel. The finish is more like medium. It's not an extremely long finish, but freaking delicious. Especially coming off my last video with Ancient Age, which offered nothing. Yeah, same flavors there. Just rich chocolate, vanilla, creme brulee, a little cherry and blackberry. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Oh, wow. Now that one delivers the punch. I mean, deep, long, nice finish. I mean, it's still there with creme brulee, chocolate, vanilla, caramel, some baking spice. That's freaking delicious. That's definitely over that one. Wow. I'm thinking that's the barrel proof because it brings the punch, but in a nice way. Alright, let's go back in for that. It doesn't come off as alcohol forward on the nose at all. Just good, deep, dark chocolate, vanilla, caramel, cherry. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Oh yeah, that's got the punch. So good. So obviously 2 over 1. Alright. Let's see what number 3 has to offer. So, alright, third one. I mean, especially coming off that second one, this one seems a lot more sweeter on the nose, a little bit more corn and vanilla. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, after coming off number 2, it's a little bit more subtle, a little bit longer finish than I think in the first. but then just like dark chocolate and vanilla, creme brulee, vanilla. Not really any baking spice on that one. All right, so that's number one for sure. All right, I want to go in and check out these two again. Very sweet, cherry, vanilla, caramel, chocolate. All right. That one's like a little bit better mouthfeel, kind of a medium to maybe long finish. Not like number two. All right, let's just compare it to number one. Yeah, it's like number three is a little bit more complex on the nose. I'm still even getting that hug on number three there. It's still freaking delicious, dude. Alright, we gotta make a winner out of these two. I'm thinking that one offers a little bit more mouthfeel, longer finish, and more complexity than number one, but let's try. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see what the winners are. Whew. Good night. Alright, so let's reveal the results. So number 3. Okay. So third is the single barrel. They're all good, don't get me wrong. Number 2, yeah, small batch. Yeah, 2 small batch. And then obviously number 1 is the barrel proof, which I kind of figured. I mean, because it's freaking fantastic. It's definitely a bottle of the year. Oh, wait a minute. So we got first place is the barrel proof. Second place is the small batch. And then third place is the single barrel. But hey, they're all delicious. That's why, well, I don't know. I don't think people pass on the small batch. They just kind of times get their nose turned up with like, oh, that's all you got is a small batch. Yeah, it's freaking fantastic, bro. It's like, oh, all you got is blends. You don't have blending straight from the barrel. It's y'all gotten crazy, man. But so the single barrel, and I mean the first one, I've got 2 of these. The first one I got these, I stood in line for like 4 hours up in freaking Virginia and got this, and it's good. But I mean, hell, the small batch, I mean, doing it blind's better. I mean, not by much. I mean, I wouldn't pass on any of these, to be honest with you. I don't chase the Tornado Survivor and the Warehouse C and the door slightly open bottles. That's freaking bullshit. But these are the 3 of the E.H. Taylor's. Now this is, I mean, I know it's highly allocated and it's hard to get, but the batch proof, but it's not, it not compared to like BTAC and Pappy, which Granted, I've never had, but that's freaking delicious. But this single barrel, I think this is the one I got standing in 4 hours in Virginia. And it's good. It's delicious. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but that's the way I rank them. But I had an opportunity this past weekend. Um, but I worked I worked like all day Friday, and then was gonna have to go in and 10 bar on Saturday at 4. And I knew that Virginia was doing a drop with like the Colonel Taylor Barrel Proof, Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, Weller CYPB, and Single Barrel, which those are probably like the top 3 that I don't have is Weller CYPB, Weller Single Barrel, and Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. And they had like, I think 11 bottles, 10 bottles, you know. But each store in AB's Virginia was going to get like 24 bottles at least. And I contemplated really about, because I feel like that's who I am, that's what I do, of after closing the bar on Friday night, driving up there to Virginia 2 hours away, 2.5 at most, and getting there at 1 o'clock in the morning, which I think they open at 10 a.m. It's like, do I want to drive 2 hours, spend 9 hours in the cold, and then, I mean, if I was guaranteed to get one of those 3 bottles, I probably would have done it. But I don't know, they might have been standing in line for a day or 2 before. I don't know. So I was like, nah, I don't think the risk is worth the reward, because the other 9 bottles I already have. There was like 3, 4 at most that I've been hunting and would like to acquire. And if I had, had a busy week before and a busy week after, maybe I would have done it. But just the thought of driving 2 hours, spending 9 hours sitting in a lawn chair and not being guaranteed to get what I want. Maybe if I'd done that, I'd probably had a decent shot, but I weighed the risk against the reward and passed on it, because, and that's what I always say, is that there's like, I mean, all the Colonel Taylors are, kind of hard to get. I mean, the small batch, if you're a decent hunter, you should be able to get that. Single barrel, a little bit harder. The barrel proof, I got that in a lottery, and damn glad I did, because it's freaking delicious. But you gotta weigh the risk and the reward, and is it worth that? Like, no. My time's pretty valuable from what I make on a per hour basis. So if I'm gonna put driving up there, spending at minimum 10 hours, probably a little bit more than that. Well, that's a $200 to $300 value on my time, and then to sit in the cold and not be guaranteed to get the 3 or 4. Because had I done that, would I have gotten one of the 11? Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure of it. But there's only 3 or 4 that I would have dedicated that time and energy to go get, because I don't have. The other 8 or 9, would I snub my nose at them? No, but I already have them. There was 3 or 4 that I don't have, like Weller CYPB and Weller Single, and I definitely would take another Colonel Taylor batch proof, and then of course the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. But you gotta weigh your resources, your time value, and would those be nice to get? Yeah, but is it worth that? Yeah, I decided it wasn't worth it. But it was a strong debate in my head because deep inside my soul, I wanted to, but I just couldn't justify it. That's all I'm saying. But hey, all the Colonel Taylors are bought at MSRP. The only one that I would pay, you know, 50 to maybe 100% premium, I ain't paying more than that. If it's 80, 90 bucks, okay, I'll go up to 200 on the batch proof, or on the barrel proof, because it's freaking delicious. But the other ones, no, I'm not paying over it. I mean, I've got, well, there's 3 killed, 4 or 5 in the bunker. I got this small batch. I'm sorry. The small batch, I've killed like 3 or 4. I got 3 or 4 in the bunker. Plus this one, I only have 1 more of this one. This is the only one of the barrel proofs that I have. This one might be worth paying up to 200 bucks for. The other 2, yeah, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't pay above, retail value. But that's me, I'm Bourbon Steve. But I have to say, of the stuff that you can kind of acquire or whatever, whether it be Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, Weller, my favorite lineup, honestly, is the Colonel Taylor. I think it's freaking amazing, and it's great bottling, great marketing. You get the nice little cardboard canister, tubular, whatever. But hey, we're playing catch up. It's Sunday evening, Sunday fun day. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications. Smash the like button, leave a comment, and listen, it's Thanksgiving week, Sunday leading up to Thanksgiving. Enjoy your week, have safe travel, enjoy your friends, your family, and your food, and most of all, your bourbon. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. That's what I love about Colonel Taylor. I'll take anything with that label on it. But that being said, I'm not paying something stupid for Warehouse C or On the Banks of the River or Barn Door Open, Tornado Survivor, Flood Survivor, Lightning Survivor. Y'all can take that shit and shove it up your ass. But hey, before I go, a buddy of mine, I've been trying to get on my show for 3 months. He won't come out because he's a what do you call it, a retro cruise, something like that. Anyways, he's a fucking asshole, but I love him, and he wanted me to get. He's a big supporter of my channel, whatever. So he wanted me to give him a shout out. So here's you, Jeff Shitmeyer. Come on my show, bro. I'll let you drink. I know you might want to dabble in the bourbon. I'll give you some good bourbon. I'll feed you your fucking vodka that you like. And you can promote your baseball cards or whatever that shit is you do. But hey, Jeff Whitmire, wake the fuck up and get over here. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright. Finished off those 2. Now we're going in for the Big Daddy. Colonel Taylor. And that, I'm interested to see for Whiskey of the Year. I mean, the barrel proof is awesome. I want to see it go head to head, smack down with the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. Because on the surface,